again how gorgeous she is.
Oh, I don't see my picture though. I don't see me.
You
We
don't see,
gotcha. We
but you
we
see
see
the
Okay.
you.
rest. You see the rest of us, huh?
Yes, I do.
That's
Are you
interesting.
on a cell phone or a tablet?
I'm on my laptop.
Wow.
Oh, that's interesting.
You on
But
Hi,
PC or
but
Mac,
Michael.
Sarah?
that's
Hi,
fine as long
Michael.
as
Hi, Kevin. Hi, Jim. I'm sorry, you
All
guys.
right.
I just want to welcome everyone.
No, yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, let's do this. Welcome, 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 everybody. It is straight up 12 noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, or whatever time it happens to be where you are, because you are watching us right now. Welcome to Ask Us Anything. And I'm going to say the full version. Well, sort of full version, because I know that, Robert, you said that you got plans at the top of the next hour, unless
I don't.
that changes.
I'm so excited about building unlimited wisdom. I didn't even look to see if there was fights on today.
Okay. Well, I was going by what you said the other day. So,
Yeah.
anyways, whatever. We're here. You're here. We're glad you're here. So, let's enjoy the day. Now, of course, Ask Us Anything means you get to ask any one of us here on Zoom, whether it's Robert, whether it's Matthew, whether it's Sarah, whatever, doesn't matter. You get to ask us questions and we go back and forth and help you to get an answer. And even Terry, too. I forgot. I'm sorry, Terry.
You're just
I did
messing
not
up.
mean that.
I don't know
God,
what the
forgive me.
answers.
So that's the whole idea behind Ask Us Anything. We're glad that you're part of our community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you do want to ask us anything, and there are two ways to go about doing that. Type your question in the chat. We will ask it on your behalf. Otherwise, the best way is to raise your hand and ask here online so everybody can hear what it is and we can share our answers. And that's very easy to do. Put your cursor in the middle of the screen where you see all these fine, lovely faces. On the bottom of the screen, there's a bunch of buttons. One of them says raise hand. Click on that button and we will call on you in the order in which we receive your request. That's how simple it is. Now, I am going to do something here. I'm going to do that. Just so that we have everybody muted so we get a really nice clean recording we can post later on Unlimited Wisdom in our school group, and then you can share that with everybody. Let everybody know how incredible these are so that we can attract more people to not only our community, but to these calls. The more we reach out, the more we get our word out, the better we are. And oh my gosh, I mean, as of last check, we are number 8 in our category, and did you say 35, Robert?
I think 37.
37 in the overall school community. Holy cow. How do we do that? You.
Yeah.
Each and every one of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. That being said, let's just go ahead and get it rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Terry and Robert Hollis.
Well, thank you very much, Craig, the hostess with the mostest. And yeah, you know what? Just at the beginning of this, I thought I'd just really quickly just share, exactly what Craig was talking about. I think it would be cool to continue to document this, right? So this is Schoolers, and Schoolers has now 172,400 members. Okay. So then we go over here to Unlimited Wisdom. I mean, no, before I do that, and I click on here and put on Discover Communities. And what we'll do is first, it's all those communities, 172,000. We click down here, there's 30 on a page. And then we click to page 2, and we'll see if we went up a little bit. No, still number 37. So one of the things that blows me away is that I know some very big groups in here. This is, how'd you get rich? This one here is Nick made $300,000 last quarter, 1 month, 300,000. And for our group, because of each and every one of you, doing that, that's amazing. So then we go to self-development, which is really one of the biggest categories they have. And there we are, number 8. And again, so You know, what's that phrase? I forget what it is. Oh, yeah, documentation beats conversation. And so if we go to the unlimited wisdom, you can see Ask Us Anything is going right here. But one of the things that I think is just really fascinating, if I click on settings, I can go down here to matrix. And what's driving us all the way to the top is how many times we do activities inside of that group. So 4,260. Then you see this one, 4,500. Then this one is 4,400. And again, the reason we're going up the ranks is because of each and every one of you. So, thank you very much. But I thought what I do at the beginning of my part here is just really quickly show that, the first thing that we sort of got was, on the profile, I guess it would show it on here. Yeah. So here's a post that I did, posting exactly. We did that in 36 days. But this star here is the first thing that we got. And that makes us the top 1% of the community and builders in school. And then, of course, you get this if you do 10 activities. Activity would be, if you posted a guest or responded to anyone's post, or you yourself does a post and people respond to it. So I guess what I'll do is I'll go back to schools right here to show you guys what drives me, So, of course, the next thing I want to do is get a rocket for our group, then get a crown, then a diamond, a ninja, a goat. And also there's a crown that you can get. So if you look at Nick here, that was the guy that I told you about, 300,000 a month. But if you look on some of these people that have the crown, you actually will get a crown if you become 1% of schoolers. So now for a team, our goal really quickly is, if I went to self-development, this is what I'd love each and every one of your guys' help with. To get on the top 20 for the school gamers, right? School games, is we need to do 3,100 and volume. So we got the whole month of September to actually go up this category. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking, well, you know what? How does that benefit me? I'll tell you how it benefits you. If you're on unlimited wisdom and you click, there's an invite button. So if I clicked on schoolers, you're going to see where it says invite people. So when you're in unlimited wisdom, there'll be a button like that that says invite people. And if you invite people, guess what? I'm almost going to split the money with you. So if they pay $30 a month, I hope you guys don't mind if I send you 12 of it. Every month they're a member, right? So that's why you should do it. Now, some of you are not going to do it for money. So then why not just do it for the community? For those of you that know me, my family, we give a lot of money to charity. We give a lot of money to orphans and also animals. So this is just a bigger way for us to go. The next little thing I want to cover is I don't have a clue how many posts there are in here in each one of these, but I can guarantee you that you can laugh and giggle and feel like you're a part of something by working with each and every one of these. But then we have the classroom. And in the classroom, just like the thing we're doing right now, that will be recorded back here. So if you click on Daily Wisdom, you'll see each and every one of these that you can watch. You click back to classroom. These are the live replays. So you'll see, the Ask Us Anything will be posted up here. And let's everyone give Craig a hand. I mean, man, Craig, he's recording everything. He's keeping notes on everything. And then we got the calendar here. Now, you are going to pick out what you think is the most valuable thing. And I don't like to brag, but I got something that I got to share to you from my heart. Whether you think I'm special or not, the documentation that I've been able to create in my life is pretty crazy. And I want you guys to ask yourself this simple question, because I think that people are just desensitized. But do you know where you can join a group, be a part of all these wonderful people, and actually have access interactively with a multi-millionaire every day of the week? Do you know most people that have mentors or are following coaches or doing courses or getting books, when do they get to interact directly with them the way you guys interact with me. So my biggest claim to fame is I've helped 65 people earn over $1 million. This is one of them. She just hit 5.3 million. So I just wanted to bring that up. So here's all our members. You get to, chat with them, get to know them. Here's another one where it's a map. It's a map of actually where all our members are. And so it's pretty interesting. I didn't notice that if you really dwell in on these, that it'll actually take you exactly to who the person is. So now you can actually meet up. Hey, Kathleen, I'm in Wisconsin too. Now, the leaderboard is really, really special to me because you get to see the people that, out of the 4,500 things that are happening, you get to really see the people that are spending some time in here, not only creating posts, but interacting with people. And so, I want to give a quick shout out to these people, from 7 days to all time. Melody Ryba's on here, of course, Mary, AKA Jody. Number 2, Martin, he lives in the UK. So he should be like, it's not even supper time there. So he should be on here. You got Ron Deering. You got my incredible wife. She's getting busy with it. You got Scott. Shelly's on here, Lisa Marie, Mary, and then also Arthur. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Give yourself a hand, a little pat on the back. And what we'll do is we'll continue to change this about page. I don't know if some of you've gotten to see this video, but we actually posted it in the group, but Matt's making some incredible, you look at all the logos of all the groups, and I think Unlimited Wisdom has the best graphics out there, including the videos. So, some of you have probably seen this, and it's just, I guess when people see it, like Corky and a lot of you that know Matthew, he does some stuff that's pretty out there, right? And so that's what I would just wanted to cover is just each and every one of you. I know you're busy doing a million things, but I would love to compensate you by also helping me promote this group. And I'm actually going to put a lot more content in it as well so that you can use it. So, what I would ask you to do is not use your logical mind. See, if you're using your logical mind, then you turn into a salesperson. And see, what people, you've got to know this. For those of you that don't know this, listen closely. When someone decides to do something, they immediately focus on what it costs and what they're going to lose. The reason that 99% of the people in the world are unhappy and they're always thinking about, well, it costs this much and this is what I'm going to lose. It costs $30 and I don't have $30. So if I can't afford $30, then I sure in the hell can't promote this to anybody else because nobody else has $30. Now, if someone was really smart, they would go, listen, this company has, our organization, our group, Unlimited Wisdom, has a 7-day trial. I dare you to create a 7-day trial. And I'm going to suggest to you one of the videos that are my favorite. I dare you to go watch this video and tell me what you think. And I, and the rest of the group, including you, could jump on any one of the 7 calls in the next 7 days and ask him anything about anything. Now, there's people that would fake to know the knowledge, and then there's people that actually know the knowledge. So, yeah, it's if you come from your heart, here's the one that I love that I know why Martin is so incredible. Because Martin says, listen, I interacted with social media, whether it's X or it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn. And he goes, I just wasn't inspired and excited about being in those communities and those environments, those social media. But if you see some of his posts in this group, he shares his heart and he actually says, wow, I'm staying away from all social media and I'm just going to stay in Unlimited Wisdom. And so the amount of stuff that he puts in it too is really what's going to make this community amazing. And so I know some of you, will do other things, and that's okay. But one of the things I would ask each and every one of you that I invited personally and gave a lifetime full-time membership to could you help me out? I'd love to take unlimited wisdom and continue to go up the scales, including on the school games. And I'd like to be able to fly to LA and hold a trophy representing us. That's why I changed Ask Me Anything to Ask Us Anything. So some of you are going to be very, very good at doing it for something else other than yourself, because a lot of people are not geared to do something for themselves. You know what I mean? So I would love to compensate you if you can get some people on Unlimited Wisdom. So that's all I wanted to say for today. I will say one last statement, and then we'll do Ask Me Anything. So in the first 15 minutes or so of this video, you guys don't realize this, but this is what Unlimited Wisdom is doing to each and every one of you, whether you like this or not. Do you realize that I stole something from you? Not just your time, but I stole something from you that you'll never, ever, ever get back. And this is what I stole. You'll never, ever be able to say again in your entire life that no one would listen to you, that no one would help you. You'll never, ever be able to say, well, I wish somebody would help me. I wish someone would give me some direction. I wish somebody would help me through some things I had blockage with or stuck. That's Thursday night breakthroughs. I wish someone was there to help me and show me how to be fulfilled and happy and financially successful. I wish somebody would help me. I stole that from you. You'll never be able to say that. So whether you believe in a higher creator or not, I'm being really bold here because I'm told to be bold. But I can't imagine standing in front of your maker and all he said was, holy cow, I put Robert Hollis in your life and you just ignored it? Seriously. But then I put Terry in your life and you ignored it. Then I put Matthew in your life and Craig in your life. And then I put all the people that are involved in Unlimited Wisdom that loved up on you, edified you, lifted you up, connected with you. And you just consistently found something else to do? Wow. Okay. So Craig, back to you.
Wow. What a start for the day. I feel like that we just hit the ground with the wheels screeching and full throttle forward here. All right. Well, I saw a lot of questions in the chat, which we're going to go ahead and bring up. I have one question that I need to bring up right now. And then we're going, Santa Corky, you've got your hand up, so you're coming up. But the first question I had was actually from Coach Bob. And he goes, question for Terry.
Here we go.
How did you reach level 7? I'm not going to say what he said after that, although it's there in the chat.
I saw the comment. Did I cheat? I
Yeah.
absolutely fucking cheated. No, I didn't. I just post and then, go in and comment on other people's posts.
So you just put a lot of effort in.
Not even a lot of effort.
It is sort of tiring, posting and then putting a GIF in there and then saying, yeah, I mean, that it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. Be honest with people.
No, vacuuming's harder than doing this. Vacuuming the stairs is harder than doing this.
You know what? I think
I am the housekeeper.
Terry brought up, Bob, thanks for asking her. But yeah, you just made a decision and then you just did it.
Yeah, I don't know, I'll post something 4 or 5 times a day and then go in there and go through the unread or whatever and comment and stuff on 5 or 6 different things and then go do some shit somewhere else and then come back, you know? I've always got my phone on me, so
It's don't you guys think it's pretty interesting that because Arthur brought this up before I see him on here. I know that number one, what people think is people think I just don't have time. You don't have time to actually interact with other people and make them feel better. It's like, I want to help you with that. Maybe that if you guys watch Focus with Bill Shoemaker bringing it up, maybe you could slide that as a priority up only for one reason. Let me give you the one reason that, continue to build activity and raise your level in unlimited wisdom is very important. It's what you reap is what you sow. Some of you would love more interaction and more engagement of people liking your post, sharing your post, commenting on your post, replying to your post. It's never going to happen to you unless you do it for others first. That's just the way it works.
And listen, I am super bad at going into my Facebook Messenger and Instagram Messenger and replying back to people. I'm like, oh, I just don't want to do that. And so it'll build up. I'll have 10, 15 people there from days ago. I'm like, I just don't feel like it, but I need to do it anyway. But it's not hard. It's not hard. But I'm pretty on point with the school stuff, though.
Yeah. So, and I appreciate you doing that. I really do.
I'm a keeper, man.
Yeah, a keeper. She's a keeper. Craig, any other questions? So thank you very much, Coach Bob, on that.
Yes, thank you, Coach Bob. There's a couple of others that came up, but I'm going in the order that I saw them. So,
okay, cool.
And Sarah, you're coming up as well. So thank you for raising your hand. Santa Corky, I know we kind of talked a little bit in I'm going to call it the pre-show event here for today. So Santa Corky, go ahead, unmute yourself, and please share with us.
Thank you.
Hey, Corky, what's up?
I have questions, yes, but also for Matthew. But Robert,
yeah, what ball are you going to throw first today?
It's not a curveball. It's a straight. I
want to serve millions of people. I want to serve millions of people and make them feel incredible.
Right,
Matt. What are you doing with AI?
No. Let's stop for it. Let's back up because I'm telling you, as the Lord God, you call him whatever you want, as my witness. I'm in the kitchen this morning after my little devotional time, and I'm preparing and getting stuff going. And it's just like it fell on me. What the heck are you doing? Because Bill's a question about how do you stay focused led you into this whole thing, and you point a finger at me. Corky, you keep taking off and you're going over there, and then you show back up and you show back up. And that lived with me through that whole time. And I've had these thoughts before. Well, Robert has done some incredible stuff. And you said it earlier, we get numb to that. I think I have, in the fact, and then I just started going over what you have accomplished. And then I'm going, well, God, why you put him in my life? I'm in his life. What am I to do here? I mean, I just felt this heaviness over me, like, forgive me, Lord, for not utilizing what I've been praying for to get me. You put the right people, right things in my life to get me there. And then it kind of started with, we do this self-sabotage thing. I've
all day,
in the past,
all day, every day.
It's a battle. And but then it's almost like I stopped and I go, wait a minute. wait a minute. You started TikTok 3.5 years ago. Right after you had started, the first summer you started, you had open heart surgery. And you were in bed, for 2 weeks, where then I could get up and get around and get going. But I had this passion inside me to go back on live and talk to my community,
Yeah.
to keep going. Where did that come from, God? I haven't been like that in the past. Where did that come from? Well, it's the people I hang around with. It's the people that I'm, doing. And then after that, I had knee surgery. I mean, shoulder surgery, and just everything. I shouldn't have got the success, and I give God the glory for doing that, but I give him the most of the glory for the passion that he put in for me to connect with people that I say, this is what happened. I tell you, I'm not a good connector.
Goes from your passion to your head.
Right. And then I say I'm not a good connector because if I'm not around you for 6 months, if I'm not around you, you're not in my life on a regular, I'll forget you. I'll forget about you. And I don't like being like that. I hate being, it's a fault I have. Because if you're not serving what I'm doing right now, then you're not as important. And I hate that about myself. I hate that about myself.
Can
That's
can I can I
disgusting.
can I tell you what you just said was a lie?
Oh, here we go.
The reason that you feel guilty and beat yourself up is because it's a lie.
Yeah.
Because you say, I wish that I would connect with people that mean a lot to me, but then I ask God to give me a passion on what my gift is to help others. Okay, so we got the internet, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Let's go back to biblical times.
Hmm.
When God called the disciple to go someplace, didn't he just pack up his donkey and all his servants and all his stuff and just go?
Come with me.
Do you think that he felt guilty because he left a bunch of people that used to be his friends?
Yeah, and I'm leaving friends. It's crazy.
But you're outgrowing them.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
outgrowing them. The one thing that I really have to deal with, so I can tell you that I got over this, is everyone that's really, really close to me and believes they're close to me knows my number. And here's another thing. I will not ignore you. So while I'm doing what God's called me to do in the limited time that I have here on the planet, there's not one time that any one of you, including you, Corky, has reached out to me and didn't get a reply immediately.
Yes.
So if they want to be a part of my life, then they need to reach out to me.
I am so sorry. That's honestly, I am so sorry because you had said something in our message together. God put it on your heart to do something because we have things that we want to do together, to grow
Yes.
together and be that. And with my following that I have comes great responsibility, and
Yes.
that has freaked me out. That has freaked
Yeah.
me out.
You,
That's why I
you,
go off onto these
yeah. You
tangents.
got to do the same thing I did. It's easy to, Steve Jobs always said from Apple, it's easy to look back and connect the dots. And if you turned around and connected the dots of your life, it is, see, a lot of people in the world can't see the dots. You can go back and look at the dots and know exactly what God's called you to do.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So then why do you deviate from it? I'll tell you one thing that you could do is ask your community for people to help you do the things that distract you.
Say that again.
You need to ask your community like I asked today.
Yes.
You need to ask your community and the people who care. So people see some of the incredible stuff that I have with AI. Well, Matt's my son. That's my gift to my calling.
Oh, yeah.
See, so there's somebody and some people that if you needed something, it's not like you need to find someone and hire someone.
No.
You know, I watched a guy build one of the largest communities in the world, and now I watched it again with Alex, and everybody wants to be a part of his movement.
Yep.
They're not looking for a job. They're not looking to get paid. They look at the opportunity and they want to be one of the poster childs for school.
Yeah.
See, so man, so if Alex reached out and said, "Hey, anyone know anyone that is good at graphics? Does anyone know anyone that's good with AI? Does anyone know that anyone that's good at coding?" It's like you build a community of 3 million and 15 million members, and all of a sudden you got a community that's going, listen, I feel called to, I was telling Terry this, until Unlimited Wisdom, you know, launching it a little over a month ago, I just always have been the Pied Piper for other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So stepping into this realm, you know, it's easy for me to find someone like Josh Wagel or someone like some of the other leaders and hey, I'm just going to be one of their top affiliates. I'm going to put more people in front of it than anybody, knowing that if I committed to doing that for somebody else, that would one day happen to me. So it's not surprising to me in a blink of an eye where we are as a community, and you want to give to the community what you can give to the community. If all it is supporting people and posting good stuff and funny stuff and just building the community to get people to know, like, and love the community, maybe that's your gift.
That's
Maybe
what
it
I tell
isn't.
people in my community. Hey, you may not be able to send the big gifts where it booms on the screen, but you can send a heart, and that sends the algorithm, and that makes it go. I
Excellent.
have a whole song that helps guys. Okay, guys, we're not going to gift right now. All we're going to do is send hearts, and we've got as many as 10 million in one life.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
so there is, though, you're right, you're dead right. There's people out there that their gift, they may not be able to do this, but they can do that. That is
So everything that's in your imagination, all the different avenues. I heard a good one for you, Corky. Who said this? Believe it or not, I won't say his name because people look at one incident that you have in your life and they tell you to discredit the person. So I'm not even going to mention his name. But he said the visualization that he got was a very, very, very sharp arrowhead when you're shooting an arrow. And he goes, if you touch the tip of that arrow and it almost hurts your finger, it's that sharp. That gift, Corky, that you have is what pierces the universe to allow the windows of heaven to flow on you.
oh wow.
And then the blades of the arrow that go sideways as a triangle. These are all the other things that you see in your imagination, in your mind, of other things that will allow you to pack millions and millions of others.
Right.
But those are not things that you need to learn to do. The universe will bring those people to you, and they'll be the right people.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, Corky, I seen your impact on what you do with people on TikTok, and the organization that you have in school is like one of the largest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm blown away with your ability to impact people. I have something I want to put together. I want to do a documentary or want to do a movie with you. And I need you to do one thing. Show up.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? I'll get the investors. I got the money. I got the cameras. I got everything. I just need you to show up. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to make sure you're very compensated for it as well.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's an effortless part of the broads of the arrowhead.
I think that's what I get caught up in is
It
trying to
is.
figure out all the nicks, along the edge where I'm not the nick down there, or I just say down there in
Yeah.
part of the arrow. We're all part of
Well,
the same.
because we're humans and we don't want to focus on the resources and the people to come to us to make it happen.
Or sometimes I think I'm afraid to ask, you know?
That could be. That could be. I didn't feel comfortable. I had it on my heart today to ask the people of unlimited wisdom to help us go out there and impact millions of people.
I needed to hear that though. So I knew
Yeah.
where to help you because I'm organized. I have Santa Corky and I have North Pole Nation. And I'm thinking, well, what am I going to use Santa Corky? I know I had an idea, but North Pole Nation is going to be North Pole Nation for
Right.
that community. But then what you brought up helped me think, well, I need to have more of an impact on unlimited wisdom for the people that want to hear what we have, want to do what we have in unlimited wisdom. And then I can still, for the community, I can still do what I'm not clear. Did you
Yeah.
get that?
But
You did make it a little more clear
Good,
that
good.
I need to focus. Okay, I got it. You give me a couple of marching orders, and I'm gonna run to the front here and start telling my community if you want to make a difference, because
yeah,
that's the passion God has put in me that I've never
yes.
had in high school, and I relate to you really well. Of all that crap that we couldn't be or you didn't do, it wasn't until that guy said, Robert, you're pretty good at that mechanical stuff. You should do that. Bing!
Yep. It's that one encouraging word,
Yes.
you know. And to think that it took me 24 years, I keep bringing this up so people stop beating themselves up. It took me 24 years to actually believe that I could create a community of people that will love up on each other and support each other. And it'll be a place where we can be safe and really build a large movement and momentum without tying any kind of business to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I'm good at building groups and opportunities. So every time I thought of doing this, my mind would go, the mind, not the heart, the mind would go, but, you know, people need to make money and I need to make money. Not if, I knew this would come up. Terry and I last night watched Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, right?
I want to see that. Yeah.
And here's all I got from the Mission Impossible movies. Is this morning when I was thinking about it, Terry and I said this before we went to bed. So I'm not going to give away the movie. But every time there was something that needed to happen at a certain time, it's like everyone, not one person, every person looked at him and went, you do know the chances of that happening is impossible.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, well, I'm doing it anyway. And so thing after thing after thing after thing after thing after thing that he has to do, that guy jumps in 1,000% faith without knowing how the hell it's going to happen, while everybody else says it's impossible and it won't happen. And then the next scene, he's on to the next part of the thing he's got to do.
Wow.
If you watch any of the Mission Impossible movies, it's like, well, this has to happen in this short amount of time frame. And you got to do this, 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 and this, and this, and then do this and get into that situation for that to happen in this amount of time.
Yeah.
And he's like, yep. Like totally oblivious to
It not working out.
it not working out. So then every time he does one of those things in the movie, you go, well, shit, I guess it's not going to work. And then all of a sudden something happens and it's like, holy crap. So throughout the deal, there's a number of really interesting leaps of faith And I never thought about it. Wow, he's been doing that for 35 years.
Mhm.
35 years, the whole script is written up. Well, so how are you going to do that? But we all watched a movie with all these crazy things and these stunts that he does that no one else has done. And it's like, well, that would be really cool. No one's done that. Let's do that. And it's like, you're gonna have to attempt that, like, 800 times before we get it right. All right, let's for one shot in a movie. Okay. I'm not going to be worried about a bunch of people trying to duplicate what I'm doing. But sorry to get off track. But I brought that up at that point, Corky, just to say to you that when I got that this morning, when I got up this morning in my quiet time, and just, how many other people do we see out there that the reason that their name is very well known is because they didn't know how they were going to accomplish what they accomplished. They just said, "Listen, I'm gonna stay focused. I'm going to put in more effort than anybody else,
Be consistent.
knowing that the amount of effort compounded a daily is going to turn into some remarkable thing that people are going to scratch their head and go, how in the hell did you hit? How did you fly? I can't wait. And I'm going to love celebrating you going up the ranks in school.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
All right.
Mission possible. Let's go.
Yeah, mission possible. Well, I love you, Corky, and thanks a
Love
lot
you.
for jumping on here.
That's good.
Thank you.
You bet.
And Corky, you know that impossible is actually I'm possible.
You're right. That's right. That's exactly right. Well,
So just to keep that in mind.
That's why Craig gets paid the big bucks right there.
right? Exactly. I did have something for Matthew.
Okay.
Real-
You want to go ahead and Matthew, have you got a moment?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm here.
Cool. All right.
okay.
I'm just massaging my shoulder with this thing. Have you guys ever seen something like this?
Yes.
I'll bring
Yeah,
my puppy.
holding a baby for hours and hours. You start to
Feel it.
yeah.
You know?
How's it going, Corky?
Really good. Really good. Yeah. Going good. Well, first of all, I don't know if I want to make this available. I'm going to be in LA sometime in September, October for sure.
Okay.
And if you want pictures with Ezra, with Santa, the first,
Oh my God.
That'd be sweet.
I knew, was that Terry?
Yes.
Yeah, that was.
That would be
Because she's
kinda
gonna be
cool.
here in September as well. So
Huh?
she's gonna be here in September as well. And I don't remember my mom ever having photos with Santa. So
What date?
I'm the 10th through the 17th.
That might be a little early for me. I'll have to see, unless I get a call, but if there's a chance I get a call for an audition, then I would go. But
Oh,
10th through the 17th. Well, let's see if that works out. That would be
if
fun.
it's meant to, it will, right?
right?
Yeah.
It
That's
will.
it.
That would be fun to do. And being having been around a ton of photographers, we'll get some pretty cool pictures. We might have to bring someone in. I don't know. Maybe you're a good photographer. I don't. But
Oh no, we would need a good photographer.
yeah,
If we were gonna go through the effort.
yeah, that would.
I'm
be,
not a good enough photographer. I might be a director, but I'm not a cinematographer by any means. So
Yeah, that would be cool. And then I had a question about the AI. I want to know what direction are you kind of going? I haven't been able to because I don't go on the other social medias as much to know. I used to kind of keep up with you there.
Mhm.
But what are
Yeah,
you?
I've as the technology's grown and shifted, things have exponentially sped up. So there's certain aspects to the things that I wanted to do with artificial intelligence that I just had to cut off because I just don't think there's enough time. Like
Right.
we don't have to get into it completely because it's more of like a, what do the next 2 years look like with artificial intelligence type of conversation. But I just saw some indications very quickly that like some of the elements of or business ideas or things would not be long-term ventures. Like that they would be 3-month ventures or 6-month ventures just because the technology is excelling at such a rapid
Nice.
rate that I think that there's a lot of people like if you're in a situation right now where you're in college for a degree, like I feel really bad for these kids right now because artificial intelligence is just going to wipe their careers out, right? And you have a lot of people in the highest forms of office and the highest forms of the corporate world all saying this. And so for me, I always wanted to make films. I always wanted to make movies. My end goal was like, I wanted to find a life. Like I admire people like Stanley Kubrick and Steven Spielberg and some of these people that were able to somewhat have a family life outside of their filmmaking life. I always wanted a family. I always wanted to have children. Now I have my first. And the hardest part about making movies is you're gone for like a really long time. And it's
Yeah.
a really grueling job. So I was like, I'll just be a writer. You know what I mean? Like then I can be at home with my family. I can do what I need to do. I loved what Stephen King has. Like he's got his own house with the gates and everything. I just envisioned the future of my life being in this spot, right? Well, as the technology started to grow, I never had a thought or an expectation a few years ago, and this is how revolutionary the technology has been for me, that I would be able to do the book writer's lifestyle, but be a filmmaker. Like, I don't actually need much anymore to create what's in my mind. And the further time goes, the more easier that becomes. Like, there's certain aspects that I still think I will do. Right now, I live in Temecula, California. I moved here for a reason. Not just because we love it here, but because it's close enough to LA for me to get talent from LA, but it's far enough away that I can do what Industrial Light and Magic did, what George Lucas did after he made Star Wars, which is he just bought large amounts of property up in Northern California and built Industrial Light and Magic up there. A lot of the productions and VFX for a lot of films and a lot of things that you guys see is actually done up there, right? And there's other ones like Peter Jackson did this after Lord of the Rings with Weta Workshop, which is in New Zealand. And I just love animation. I love filmmaking, and I feel like I just want to be that for animation and filmmaking. So my goal is to make a bunch of films and kind of like try my best to hit that Steamboat Willie moment for AI. Like my goal is to make an AI film that you don't view as AI, right? That gets past that barrier that people have going, oh, this is AI slop, this is bullshit. Like I don't want to see this. Like there's a large turnoff to it right now. And I think over the next few years, as the technology gets better and as I get better at telling stories with it, that I will hit multiple areas where I'll not only have huge opportunities, but you know, like if you work at DreamWorks, right? Or you work at Pixar right now, say you're a VFX artist and I make a short film in the next 4 months, right? That's animated, that takes a VFX team of 200 people 3 years to make. I become very, very useful to those people, to the people at Disney, to the people you know, whether you hate AI or not, it's going to happen. So like, I'm just very grateful that I'm like in this position where I can kind of like take it as far as I want to. I really truthfully envision that I could utilize it as a stepping stone to create another version of the Walt Disney Company for myself here. Or I could just do the base level of the plan, which is to buy like 10 acres out here and build a small studio like Industrial Light and Magic for motion capture and then just fly talent and stuff out to perform so then I can capture it and then do the rest with artificial intelligence. So then I could live, you know, the lifestyle I want where I live out far enough away. My children aren't growing up in all the bullshit of Hollywood, right? I don't have to deal with any of that, but we're one helicopter ride away from any famous person you can imagine in LA, right? So it's like this very perfect area for me. So if I wanted to get it completely down, like my goal right now is just to make a bunch of stuff and stream it and make content about that process,
Mhm. Are
right?
you
Grow my
familiar with his name is producer Patrick.
no, I don't know who that is.
He talks about that he is in the middle of what's happening in Hollywood or in the film industry.
Hmm.
And he might be someone, he's on YouTube all over. If you want, there's just so much going on in Hollywood right now. It's like
Yeah. Well, it's
crazy.
like I say it's like a death by a thousand cuts. Like
Yeah,
there's no real way for Hollywood to solve this AI problem because the talent and the people that are there don't want to solve it. They don't want it to be in it in any way.
yeah,
But the issue is that it's so cost saving for VFX. It's so cost saving for so many things that the inevitability is that there will be new studios that will start and have high production projects that look amazing that costs 3, 4x less that will go out and make $1 billion. But the billion, instead of being split up, will be like 80% fucking profit.
yeah, yeah.
And I plan on being that person, right? And if they go, well, we're not allowing that stuff in theaters. I don't need the theaters. YouTube exists. There's other ways to distribute stuff online now. Most people, I grew up with
Streaming,
YouTube.
all the
So like
stream.
for me, that content creator avenue really works. And so I just see like trying my best to grow my image and my brand in and of itself, and then utilize that, of course, eventually to help and contribute to other filmmakers, give them other opportunities. Once, like I've said this before, but I think I'll be in this stage, I'll be a pariah before I'll be a messiah in any form. Like a lot of people will see via the way that I'm doing this as like very hindering on people's jobs, is taking people's work away.
Mhm.
It lacks creativity, even though it is directing in no different way to me. Like for me personally, wanting to always be a writer director, I'm not in a position like I have to sit down with an artist and tell them what I see in my brain, regardless if that's an artificial intelligence that can make it or a human being. So if the AI can get to it before the human being and be cost efficient, I'm going to go what gets the story told. That's what I'm going to go with because I just feel like that's what every other pioneer in this industry has ever done. You know, if you see VFX in the early days and you go, I can make dinosaurs with this and do Jurassic Park with this, right? You jump at the chance to do it, even though all the stop motion people went, you're going to put us out of business by doing this. And they did, mostly. You
Yeah,
know,
that's what they
when
said
3D
about.
animation happened, I
Mhm.
remember watching Toy Story as a kid and it really inspired me. I always wanted to work for Pixar too, but like it really inspired me because I went, wow, you can really make anything you want now in a three-dimensional space, right? You can move the camera around. You're no longer hindered by just a two-dimensional plane of what you can do, right? And I watched 3D animation show up and everybody went, oh, hand-drawn animation, it's going to kill hand-drawn animation. It did. It really did. There's not many hand-drawn animated studios that exist anymore because it's easier to keyframe the arm moving here and then move it to here and keyframe it and have this be automatic with a computer than it is to draw 20 frames of that happening. It just is. And so I see AI as being the exact same spot. And my goal is to, at first, be a huge support network. If I can make things and then support DreamWorks and Pixar and Disney and all these other people and like transitioning into this new world of where things are going in like a heartfelt way, like the best way that I possibly can, with like great stories, things that impact people, things that people want to watch and want to see, then I feel like we can overcome a lot of that. It
So
just will take a bit.
how do you know what's going to sell? What is in your brain that that you know in your vision that what are people going to be wanting to watch out there? See, I want you to make a Christmas story
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to. And I'll
because
tell
it's
you why.
popular, it's
I
huge.
think,
No
yes,
one's doing it
because
yet. No one's
exactly, because there's so many because there's so much money that's required to make a film nowadays. You have to, one, write a movie and make a movie by committee almost nowadays. So there's A24, there's some producers out there that allow like directors and filmmakers to have more of a free reign. But a majority of the time, if I'm going to make a Christmas movie, my goal, or if I work at Hollywood studios, right, and I need to make a Christmas movie, this Christmas movie is going to have, name a big actor. What's that one that's in the Christmas movie, The Christmas Chronicles? I love him.
uh
Um,
Forget his name now.
Yeah, but anyway, if you're gonna get him, right, he costs a lot of money. Now you're talking about VFX because you got to have the reindeer, and now you got to have all of these other elements, right? So now this movie, like if you look up the budget for Red One is like $200 million with The Rock and J.K. Simmons and stuff, right? So that Kurt Russell, thanks, Craig, but that movie needs to really, really do well, and also hit a lot of different demographics to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the thing that Hollywood's really lost, right? It costs
Yeah.
too much money to make movies now.
Well,
So
that's not coming to
therefore,
creators though, too, because I'm not going to charge $5 million for a part of a movie.
well, that's true, but then it becomes they're hoping and they're optimistic that your following will watch it because you're in it. And that
Exactly.
they'll make money based off of that. Because the way that movies used to be made is they were like vehicles, right? So it's like if you're gonna make
That's
an
why
action movie,
school
you
is
would,
so important to me.
yeah, exactly. So the way
That
that I
reason.
see it is truthfully, I think that what we need to go back to and what I'm trying to go back to is not making universal stories necessarily, but just making fun, good quality stuff that people want to watch.
Right.
I'm not trying to write, like there's a reason Star Wars is successful and the newer ones weren't as successful, at least pop culture wise. And that's because Star Wars did not take itself seriously until now, apparently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You go back and watch the original Star Wars movies and they're fun. And I think it's funny because I just watched the new Superman movie come out and they're like, well, it wasn't that real. I haven't seen it yet, but they're like, it's not as serious as the other superhero movies, right? It's a lot more fun like the old Spider-Man movies from the 2000s. And I'm like, well, I'm glad that we're getting back to that because that's what films are.
Mhm.
Like I think that it's fun and it's interesting to have a film that can impact you and that's important. But when you're betting $200 million to pull that off, it's just not going to happen. So therefore, you have to eliminate elements or you have to pander to elements that that don't really serve the characters or the plot,
Mhm.
right? So I think AI is going to eliminate that because the truth of the matter is like a lot more stories are going to be told because the costs are going to drop drastically. I just don't think Hollywood will be able to compete with smaller studios doing these things for much longer because if you want Leonardo DiCaprio, now you have to be like, well, we're not going to sign anything that says we're going to do anything with AI. Well, good luck.
Yeah.
Long term, good luck. There's
Yeah.
going to be a new Leonardo DiCaprio that's going to work with some director that has no problem with AI, that works with a studio that has no problem with AI. It'll cost 3 times less and it will be the new Titanic, and then the rest will be history,
Mhm.
right? And that's happened multiple times through this Hollywood sequence. So like
Wow,
that's
what
Yeah.
a
where I see
great
it going.
perspective. That is amazing.
Yeah,
I'm betting on it.
there's always
Yeah.
the there's always the story of the thing that, like the 3 minute mile. And there's always going to be that thing like the Titanic where everyone's going to go, okay, so now it's the straw that broke the camel's back. And I totally agree with Matt.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you're going to
But
have a
like,
lot of slop as well.
yeah.
Like you're
But
gonna have a lot of because anyone can make stuff, it'll be like the YouTube moment for music. Like what happened with music and what happened with YouTube and being able to anyone record stuff. You're gonna have a lot of stuff that's gonna come out that's not gonna make any noise. And that's why I think it's very important that if you really want to have any form of following in the future, and I'm being honest, you guys, in this, I'm telling you that AI will beat you at this if you don't do work on it now. You have to build a following ASAP
Yep.
because AI influencers are not that far away either. Faceless influencers are not that far away either. So if you think your looks, your identity, any part of it is a value, the value is the thing that you create, not the thing that you are in this sense. And it's unfortunate. I don't mean to like diminish people for who they are, but like a lot of people, and even what you reference is like, well, some people, if they don't serve me, they fall out of my life.
Mhm.
I'm here to tell you that I agree with that 100%. Like I'm on board with that. I don't see that as a negative in any way. There's
Mhm.
8 billion people on this planet. You're not meant to be connected with all of them. You're meant to be connected with certain amounts of them for a certain amount of time, right? That you serve them and they serve you. But this long-term connection thing, like I don't have the friends that I had when I was in high school age, they're different people now. You know what I mean? Like I don't expect to connect with them and go, like I talked with one of them not too long ago, and they're like, I can't believe you're into all that AI slop stuff, right? He doesn't even have the time to like look into it, see what I'm doing, doesn't
Yeah.
really care. So it's like I think that's everybody, you know? And so
Yeah.
like I'm not against that in any way.
My whole life has changed around me since social media.
Mm.
Right.
And then as AI's coming on, one of mine is I'd like to build an avatar that resembles what I do. And it's for legacy. That's all for my family. That, hey, I know.
I would say, Corky, what you need to invest in is not an AI avatar that can do what you do, but make intellectual properties, movies, books, videos, something that will stand the test of time. What you need to do is work your best at making something, not that you have to be this good, like Lord of the Rings, and your family will never have to worry about a single thing again. Listen,
Right.
people are going to keep buying the book It regardless if Stephen King is alive or not. It's still going to be adapted into a show, a movie, over and over and over again. It's still going to make them millions and billions of dollars. So that's my goal with my family is to make those things,
Mhm.
right? So it's like if I have a Star Wars, if I go up to bat and strike out, but one of those is a home run and it's Star Wars,
Yep.
my family's done forever,
Hmm.
right? And
Hmm.
people will have, my goal is to like, I told my dad, I'm like, it would really touch me if I walked into a place and saw somebody tattooed with art that was in my brain, a
Mm.
character that was in my brain, because I have art from other people on me,
Hmm.
right? So it's like, or someone dressed up as a character that came from my brain. Like that just blows my mind that people do that, but they do, right?
They
Yeah.
do.
So
Yeah.
that's
No.
really what I'm talking about.
I have a tattoo of North Pole Nation here.
Oh, there you go. See? So yeah, it would be to make North Pole Nation, but instill it with the values and the things that Santa Corky has
Yeah.
and bring something that only uniquely you can to it, you
Yeah.
know?
I'm getting that more and
Because
more.
AI,
That has
when
been
you think
part of
about AI
the.
like replicating you, I'm telling you that I do not think, like just from my own personal experience, Corky, and this might be scary to hear, I do not think that anybody that's betting on that long term is going to be successful
Uh-huh.
to like replicate themselves as an AI.
Wow.
Like I believe truthfully that people will watch a movie from the 1960s because it's still good, right? Or regardless, and those people all in it are dead, right? Because they were
Right.
50 when they made that movie.
Right.
But that's the stuff that I think stands the test of time when you make good stuff like that. I just think the moment that somebody steps away and lets AI do the work for them, everyone's gonna go, I can already have it do the work for me. So like
Right.
why would I invest in that?
The thing that
I want the human aspect of it.
the thing that I really understand more than ever is, I just don't believe that people have a choice, right? So people have a choice of
Right.
either watching Corky live or watching a replay of Corky. And if you ever look at people that love certain podcasts or streamers or whatever, your community can't get enough of you live.
That is so true.
So in my thing, even though Matt's advice to you is very powerful to create IP, me, I want to double down and do as many lives as I possibly can to just generate a cash flow where my family never has to worry.
Hmm.
It's like, I have like 12, 18 hours a day where I can build into a community, get them to, really, really fall in love with ideas and do, everything is just coming to me so flawlessly right now. I never thought about having people get on 10 to 5 minutes early and sort of have the meet to greet, whatever we call it. And then
Hmm.
in the last two lives, to actually ask somebody that got out of their way, made a point to get there early to say hi, and then me asking them, what do you want me to cover today? I mean, between us and the wall, how many people do you know right now that are live 7 days a week, and then the person can get on early, talk to them, and say hi, and say, "Hey, listen, would you cover a video about this?"
Especially with somebody that is gone before you to get what you want.
So the community for me and Matt have had, me and Matt had deep conversations all the time. But as AI continues to get gooder and gooder and gooder, and between you and I, Corky, the reason that I haven't spent a lot of time on AI is only one reason. It's not my calling.
Mm-hmm.
I could spend all day learning something different, or apparently people love watching me live. So
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to tend down on that, not double down on it, 10 down on that, right? So here's the thing that I believe would make your transition from whatever you're doing right now to school. If your community knows that you're going to be live on
Oh,
school,
oh yeah. See, that was my next question. That's coming.
that's all you need to do.
It's
It's
done.
You
like,
can do
hey,
it. You can do it
listen,
now. You just embed the YouTube video that you set up into one of the things, and you can go live on school from YouTube right now.
I did not know that.
It takes it takes an extra technical step, but I was doing it, um, I was doing it back when we were doing it on the stuff. You remember the courses
So
on the
you're on
website?
YouTube and school?
sorry to interrupt you, Matt, but Corky, just to show you that, I'm the guy that believes that the universe is making things happen for us. They're literally very short time that school will have its own Zoom.
Yeah. You
So
won't have to use Zoom.
you won't have to use Zoom. You won't
Yeah.
have to use Scratch Yard or Yard Office or any of these other ones. So, and they're not gonna charge anything on it. And he said, based on the bandwidth, we did have to limit to the amount of people that you can have on it at one time, and that's unlimited.
Really?
So, can you see where they're going? We need people to leave all these other platforms and come to school. There's not a doubt in my mind that anything that someone comes on and says, well, I'd like to do this on school, but I can't do this. And so another thing that they did that I seen Lisa Marie do, I knew it was possible, but Lisa Marie has a free community. But if you go into her classroom, you can buy one of her courses. So now that allows, Terry's got to get on the merch. You know what I mean? But
We'll talk about it when she's out here.
yeah. So that now what you do is if you had a free community, then guess what? People can come on, they can, donate, they can hard up on it, they can do everything that you were able to do and something else. Corky, I see someone's yelling at you, so you better
Oh,
listen.
well, no, it's my wife. She loves mowing the lawn. She was just telling me she's our lawnmower. I mow the lawn if she
It's zen, it's
physically
peaceful.
cannot do it, and I miss doing it. So
I was gonna
I
say
just
we all.
supply her with whatever lawnmower she needs at the time.
Cool. Well, let's get to Sarah. We've gone quite a while. I don't want Sarah
Thank you, and I thank you
Thanks,
for
Corky.
all that time.
You deserve it. You deserve it, Corky. Thank you,
Yeah,
Matt.
I know people got value. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah,
Mom, you have
Corky,
anything
Matt,
you wanna add?
wow.
Me?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I just was checking.
I'm excited to come to your house and get all that merch shit going.
I know it'll be fun.
Cool. All right. So
Gotta make a red hat. You have to make a red hat. Gotta be red.
Yep.
A red hat with gold letters, I
I'm
guess.
trying to find one for school. I got the other hats coming for school, but they didn't have a red one on there.
Yeah, we could do a red hat with gold.
Yep.
Red hat or silver.
Be cool. Thank
gold
you.
inlay stitched into the
Special
threads. Yeah.
requests.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That'd be
Thank
good.
you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah,
so
Thanks,
ya.
Corky.
Thanks, Corky. All right. Sarah, we'll go ahead and go to you, and then I've got another question after Sarah. So
Okay.
let's go ahead. Sarah, I'm going to unmute. Please open up and share with us. Go ahead.
Oops. What happened?
We got you. We got you. We got you.
You're good,
Okay.
Sarah.
You're good.
The thing about listening to a long conversation like this following is so many things were answered. For instance, for instance, I well, Craig is aware of it because I've contacted him a number of times. My problem that I have with a lot of things is just simple technology. I
Right.
mean, I have the wherewithal about the thing with the acting, the dancing, and the writing, but technology. So I've decided I'll have to hire someone to help me with that part. But a question that you had mentioned that that's the thing to do some time ago as well, Robert. But the one of the questions that I wanted to ask you is, for instance, with what is it? Posting on Facebook, right? Uh, would it be helpful to announce on Facebook because that's where all of my people are when as soon as I post something or put a picture, I mean I get lots of replies. A lot of it's from family, but we know how family are.
Yeah.
But would it be helpful to announce on Facebook because I'm not really posting that much anymore there because I really like the school to announce that this is where I am now. Come over to school and maybe put the announcement, some invitation on Facebook to come over to school and check this out and see what that's about.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. To be able to just, I'm dropping little hints, and again, I'll keep dropping bigger and bigger hints. But I've actually said to some people that have left me messages that, and I used to say this before. So it was telephone. Sarah, you and I are, at an age where, if you need to get a hold of me, you're only going to call me on my phone, right? So then I went from, hey, if you want to get a hold of me right away, leave me a text. And then I went from don't leave me a voice message on my voicemail. I don't use that anymore. So now my voicemail says, hey, if you need to get a hold of me immediately, send me a message on Facebook. And so
Okay.
now the message is going to be, hey, by the way, if you can't get a hold of me on social media, make sure that you go, send me a message on school. Unlimited wisdom. So yeah, to just constantly do touches like that. I know it's going to take a while for some people to get it, but people just don't get in my opinion, they're just not getting the concept that what to me there's two ideas in my mind. I haven't thought money in a long, long, long time because I'm very, very blessed. My mentor said to me one time, you know what the definition of a budget is? And I said, what? And he says, always make more than you spend.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so when people go, why would I join a network and it charged me $30? Well, if you don't think that you become who you hang around and an environment of a group of people that really love up on each other is worth a dollar a day, you
Okay.
know, because if you're not spending any time on there, I get it. But then if you really fell in love with the community, then you could introduce three people to it and it costs you nothing. In fact, you're making money.
Exactly.
So it's this whole point of people, again, they focus on what they're losing and what they're sacrificing instead of what they could gain. So, I learned this, and I don't believe it or not, people that are uneducated in personal development, they still get this one thing, Sarah. I've said to this to the least aware person I've ever met. And they agree with this out of all personal development. I say to them, I said, I just got one question to ask you. And they go, sure. I go, do you think hanging around certain individuals has any influence on your mood and the way that you feel and the things that you do? I
Hmm.
have not had one person that went, no, I don't believe that. Everyone goes, yeah, I totally get that. So if you get that, I'm just going to ask you one other question. What if you could consciously hang around a different group of people for a short period of time?
Hmm.
If all you did is hang around other people that thought different, did different stuff, and got different results, it's going to mess with your head.
Yes.
It's totally going to mess with your
Absolutely.
head. And I always use racing as an example. There's there's people that watch racing on TV, and there's people that don't watch racing at all. Then there's people that watch people race from the seats. Just like you'd watch a football game or a
Right.
baseball game.
I'm the
You're
bleachers.
you're in the bleachers, you're in the seats. The first time that you take an individual inside the pits, their perspectives are ruined forever.
Yes.
Because when you're hanging around the racers, when you're hanging around the people that are the sponsors, the people with the money, around the equipment, the pit crew, the people that are making stuff happen, that is a different environment that can be very contagious.
You're absolutely right. Magic Johnson is in my family. And when he first became popular in playing ball, we used to go to the games, right? And of course, we have a huge family. Everybody couldn't get to go. But the few times that the ones who went, once you are exposed to certain seats and everything,
Yes.
Yep.
nothing else matters. It never adds up.
Yep.
There's a saying that I love is a luxury experienced once now somehow becomes a necessity.
Yes,
So it's like,
absolutely.
hey, do you want to go to the game? Are they seats right behind the players? No, then no. I got to find a way to make enough money so those seats are in my budget now.
Yeah. So the other thing is, yeah, it was a breakthrough for me to realize that it's okay to have more than one school or one passion that you're really working on or putting effort into because they actually build upon the others, and once
Yes.
and in a short while they all kind of come together.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, when you talk about Magic Johnson, he's the very first person that I heard of that, went out of his way to call professional athletes when they got their signing bonuses.
mm,
And they'd get their signing bonus and sign to some team, and Magic Johnson would call him up and he goes, "Hey, do you got a minute? Who's not going to accept a call from him?" And he's going, "Listen, I'd love to fly out and spend some time with you. Why? Well, I know you got this $35 million signing bonuses, and instead of buying, one of each luxury car and a couple of homes,
mhm,
I'd like to share with what you could do with that money just for the couple of years you're going to be really focused at being the best player you can be. And then
mhm.
when injuries happen or things happen where you don't love it because you get traded to one team or another, that you'll actually have some businesses that will make sure that you keep your income where it needs to be for the rest of your life."
Absolutely. Yes.
So yeah, he's the first guy that was calling out people going, "Hey, I don't know if you heard of Fatburger. Yeah, I own them all." I don't know if you've been to Starbucks. Well, yeah,
Oh,
you've been to
Starbucks.
you've been to
Even in my
Starbucks.
community where I live here in Maryland, there are the theaters. He
Yep.
has
Yeah.
a few of those, yeah.
Yeah. And so all the stuff that he's done for charities and all the stuff that like you said, the multifaceted part of it, that he's really, really good at finding good talent and making sure that talent, works and gets paid the best and just build this giant conglomerate, which is pretty hilarious. It's a dream of mine. It's a dream of mine as well.
Well, I think you're already doing that, Robert, and
Well, thank you.
we definitely appreciate this. But yeah, I'm really think that I'm ready to create my school. I had three on my list, but I'm gonna start with one and then build on the other two and see what happens.
Absolutely. What do you mind me asking what it's going to be?
Well, I think one is gonna be Sadie Says. My name is Sarah. Uh, in the South, Sarah is called Sadie by family members, and then of course it goes all into the school system, community, and everyone.
Sure, sure.
And That's going to be one, and of course, it's going to be connected to dancing and the arts, the dancing and acting of. I have zillions and zillions of pictures. That's why I use them a lot to post on my post and
I
everything.
love them. I love them, by the way. I love them.
So I think the first one is going to be
Sadie
Sadie
says,
Says.
well, you know, you better send me an invite.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, Sadie.
Yeah, so it's really this has really hit home. I've been reaching out for different things, and this seems to fit very well. This school, it's a little more laid back than the Facebook and YouTube, all of the other things. So now I'm trying to figure out how I can get some clips from because I dance every Tuesday and Thursday at the American Legion here in Maryland. It's a program that they have for very active seniors, and I mean, if I could, we're all on YouTube. I'll share it with you, but I don't know how to pull certain parts out where I am shown. But it's an interesting thing to see the people who are dancing. I'm going to try to connect with what's his name, who is a musician, and he said they may be able to use some music with
Oh,
the
John Tier.
John
with the
Tier.
John Tier. Yes,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because if you need some help with that, I'd love to help you too. A lot of people, what you could do is there's a way to be able to take a YouTube video and instead of doing all the technical stuff, the editing and stuff like that, what
hmm
you can do is you actually can go to the part where you're in it, right? And
right.
what you can do is you actually can to share, you click on share, and you actually can click on one button that allows the clip to start where you are.
Okay, I'm working on looking into all of that. The thing is, I have three sons and three grandsons,
Mhm.
and they all um feel that I should not be trying to be involved in things like this. But I said, at this age, after working and retiring, this is
I
what you
don't
want
care
to do,
what you
what
think.
you
I
enjoy,
don't care
not
what
just
you
being
think.
a grandmother to them, you know.
Yeah, being a mother and a grandmother is different than hanging around a group of people that fit your needs of belonging. You know what
Exactly.
I mean? And love up on you. You know what I mean? So, uh, um, to hear some of the ignorant stuff that comes out of people's mouths sometimes, as simple as like, well, don't you think that you're too old to be dancing? It's
That's the
like,
thing.
what?
And they don't know that you don't stop dancing when you get old. You get old when you
When you
stop
stop
dancing.
dancing, yes.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
I don't know if you know this, but Jody is was a ballet dancer.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do know.
So yeah, it is interesting that people can't see for us what we can see for ourselves. But I learned years and years and years ago that the vision that you have in your heart. See, I want to call you Sadie all the time now. But but the vision that you have for yourself and your imagination that you have for yourself, it's almost impossible to explain it to people that don't have it.
Yes.
It's like totally. But that also puts you in the realm of people that are looking for a voice like yours. See, I still tell people all the time if they just look at anybody, like I love telling this one because I never listened to a Justin Bieber song my entire life. And I know that he came from a YouTube, singing songs on YouTube, and then he got a contract with Usher, right? And I'm like going, okay, so I don't know Justin Bieber. I do know every time he launches a new album or song, he ends up on the top of the charts because he's got a lot of believers. They actually call themselves believers.
Yeah.
So his voice is for these group of people that know, like, and love him. And a lot of people just go, man, why is that bad? Why is that bad that you found your voice and your uniqueness of who you are, and then you just share it with the people that are attracted to you?
Right. Yes.
Because the voice that, Sarah, that you will give out there will attract the people that wish they had the courage to say their own voice.
And I was the one who didn't have the courage to say it for a long time. That's what's taking the people who are around me or closest to me to get used to that.
Yeah.
Like, I think uh, getting mature, I should say, not really becoming a senior, you just lose a lot of that worrying about what people say or think. It just goes away.
It totally does. It
Yes.
totally does. And it allows you just to be more authentic. You you
Right.
you get to find the things that you like, and it's pretty interesting when you sort of have these thoughts that, me, I was always one of those individuals that would listen to other people, and I would show up to family gathering that there really wasn't anybody there that ever did anything for me. So it was always this thing is like, well, isn't this an obligation? Isn't this what you need to do? Blood's thicker than water. You know what I mean? And it took me a while to get to the age where I'm going, I do not like or enjoy or have any good memories in that area. I'm just not going anymore.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's like, so, I'd rather go to a place where I'm celebrated instead of tolerated.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
so I'm proud of you. I'm
It is
here.
fun to
I'm
torment the tolerators.
she loves tormenting the people. It's like every time we're around those group of people, they're going, "Oh my God, we're going to be around Terry, and she's going to start dropping that. She's going to start saying so, what Terry would say, and it's like, so if people
I
are
was
like,
gonna
well,
say you don't even want to say it because then
But Terry, it's a
isn't that
good thing to
funny?
be in the position where you can say that and not feel, you're out with it than to hold it in for a long time and then like I said about the ladies on the post that I did the other day, after you get to a certain age, it's like the hell with it and you just go ahead with it. But see,
yeah,
you
Yep.
you're very well practiced on it.
yeah. Well, thank you, Sarah. I love you, and I'm so blessed and honored that you're a part of this community.
Thank you.
So anything that I can do for you, let me know.
All right. Thank you, Robert. And I'm very happy that I'm a part of this community as well. This is
So we're happy to
family for me.
Amen. Family, family, family. Okay, thank you,
Okay.
Craig. Any more?
Yeah, we got one more question, but Sarah, please keep us posted when you are going live with your group. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make sure that we know about it so we can definitely support you.
Thank you. The lady who I hired to help me with the technology and all of that, our first meeting is I think the 6th of next month.
Oh,
So
good.
Excellent. Excellent.
Cool. All right. Thank you, Sarah, very much. Now, this is a question that was posed by Kevin Kearney.
Okay.
Now, and I know he's here. There he is. Okay, Kevin, do you want to go ahead and ask that question, or do you want me to ask it on your behalf? Hold on. There we go. Unmute yourself, Kevin.
Oh,
Oh no.
it's nothing worse when you unmute yourself.
Oh,
Still can't hear
no.
you.
Can't hear you, bud.
Yeah. All
There's
right, I'll
something
go
wrong
ahead
with
and
your microphone.
yeah, because I did send you an unmute. So, and you did click on it. So it's got to be internal to you. All right. Let me ask the question. I'm just going to use your exact words from the chat. Okay. Okay, cool. Kevin asked, I'm asking ChatGPT to create a cool invitation to check out the page. Now, are you talking about your page or Unlimited Wisdom? Unlimited Wisdom.
Cool.
Okay. I'll make sure to message people on voice, though I don't know what to say. What should I have it create?
Mary, why are you smiling? It's like you got everyone that's a thinker, raise both hands. All right. It's like
The time.
oh my God. It's like what I want to invite people to unlimited wisdom, but what do I say? Don't use your head, use your heart. You know how you use your heart? By hitting the record button and allowing your heart to speak. Your heart just talks. So you click on it and just be you. The more you're you, Kevin, the more authentic you are. And get this, say what's on your heart. So tell me, I'm going to say this, Kevin, and go ahead. Can you hear say something now, Kevin? No, it's your
No.
microphone's still not working.
Yeah, we can work on that later, Kevin.
So Kevin, listen, I'm going to come from my heart as an example to leave a message for you, but I want it to come in a place where I've never left a voice message ever. Okay, so it's, hey, Kevin, I know this is the first voice message I left for you because I haven't done this before. I'm sort of challenging myself. So to be brutally honest, it's probably all going to be messed up, but I'm going to learn new things. And the reason I'm doing this voice message is I'm a part of a community with a lot of people that are just freaking awesome. And they have a 7-day trial, and I'd like to send you a link, and I would love you just to check it out. I think that you would really enjoy it. So even the first part, people go, I wouldn't say that I don't know how to do this. An authentic person would. See, an authentic person would say, hey, Kevin, you know, if there's something wrong with your car, I'm not a mechanic, but I know a little bit of stuff. I can come over and try if you don't mind. See, that's what the authentic people say. Bullshit people that are thinkers are going, hey, I just need you to know that I'm the best mechanic ever. And people are going, well, that first statement's stupid. You don't know all the, so what we do is this guy here is constantly talking to us, actually getting us to believe that we can mess up everything. And if you don't believe it, look at my history of my life. I can mess up everything all the time. So this guy can be pretty accurate. But if you just come from your heart, the way I left you a message, it's like, hey, Kev, there's a lot of people that are a part of my community that I love. I'd really like to send you a link and have you check out the community. I'd love you to be a part of it. Here's the link. So if you guys are looking for something to say, instead of thinking about what you're going to say to convince someone or sell someone, do you guys realize why I do so good at what I do? Is because I don't do it with my mind, I do it with my heart. So if I'm asking someone for a favor, it really legit is not a sales technique to manipulate somebody. I'm really reaching out to people going, hey, Kev, I was hoping you could do me a favor, give me, maybe a kindness. I decided to put this community together, and I think that you'll really love it. And I also believe that you'll be an incredible contributor to it. Can I send you a link and you can just click on it and check it out? No, we want to sell something, so that and I'll leave you with this, Kevin. I don't know what the number is. I've been beating myself up even more about, if you don't know what a percentage is, just don't say the percentage because you heard it from somebody. Did you know that 80% of the people, blah, 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 you don't even know the number. So why say the number? But do you know, how small the percentage is of people in the world that are sales types? They are good at sales and they love sales. Here's something that you guys will probably never believe. I am not a sales type. I'm not a sales type. So if I needed to know personalities and things to say and ways to manipulate people and, say stuff to get them to buy something that they don't want just for me to make money, I would suck at that, Kevin. I would suck at it. So I had to learn another way of being able to talk to people, to get them to know, like, and trust me, to feel like they could do me a favor. And because I'm so sincere in doing it, they feel like they're being left out. So, example, hey, Kevin, I was wondering if you could do me a huge favor. Man, I came across something that's just mind blowing. And I want to know if you know anyone that would like to make six figures a year. We're looking for quality people. I was hoping you might know someone. What is this? Oh, I didn't even know you'd be interested. You're interested? Well, I don't know what it is. Well, listen, I don't want to take up a lot of your time, so I'm going to send you a link. Just take a look at the video. See, that doesn't work for people because they're not me. And when they ask someone to do them a favor, it's not authentic. So when people hear, hey, can you do me a favor? No, F you. See what I mean? It's like these people that reach out and go, hey, Kevin, I just got involved in something. You'll like it. Can I send you a link so I can get your opinion? Isn't your first thought, you don't even know me. Why would you want my opinion? This is bullshit. So we use other people's ways of trying to connect and get people into things. And that's why it doesn't work for us, because it's not ours. You haven't figured out what you would love saying to people. Here's one that I know that I could say to a stranger. Hey, Kevin, the reason I'm reaching out to you is I don't know if you can remember what Facebook was like when we first started, but I remember getting on it. I asked all my friends and family to get on it. We were posting stuff about the things that we love, and everyone that was a friend or a family member would comment on it, say thumbs up, Kevin, that's awesome. It's like everything I posted on social media on Facebook seemed like a winning thing. It was like it was a lot of people that were giving me thumbs up and saying, "Hey, go for it." And I had a lot of what I called social encouragement, you know? And then in a blink of an eye, I can send out something that's just as important to me. And then now my family and friends don't see it. You know how I know they don't see it? Because they're the kind of people that would have gave me a thumbs up or a heart. They would have been the kind of people that would congratulate. You know, so now it's like I can post stuff on social media and it's like I'm by myself. So I love that feeling. And I just came across a community that's exactly the way it was. Can you imagine a community that when you came in and you posted something that meant something to you, and all of a sudden you had a lot of people that replied to it, said some things, give you an aha, you know, hey, way to go, Kev. I mean, I think that you'll love the community. It's a lot of wonderful people. Because we all are on social media because that good experience that we had for a while. I could go on Facebook, make a post and boost it and get 1,000 replies. Now I go on Facebook and it's like a desert. So, you know, I know that people that love things will find someone else that can recreate it. And I think once you get involved in this community, you might even start one of your own, Kevin. So I heard you know I heard noise. Say something.
Try talking.
Oh yeah. Can you
Oh,
hear me
now
now?
we can hear you. Now we can hear you.
Cool.
Did that help you,
Yeah, I
Kevin?
was just trying to figure out. Well, I mean, not trying to figure out. In terms of like what to say, I know like voice notes and like you mentioned, it's best to be authentic as possible, most authentic as possible.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
and
and again, the less that you can think about it, the better off you'll be. Now, I'm gonna, even the video that I did today at the beginning of this, beginning of Ask Us Anything, there's going to be videos like that I'm going to do that you guys can just share. You know what I mean? And people will share, because there's been a lot of people that have reached out to me that want to be a part of Unlimited Wisdom just because I'm slowly but surely changing my headers, changing stuff, doing videos. There's people like, well, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? So Kevin, yeah, just trust your heart, and if you want to send me any messages going, what do I think about this? You'll notice that. See, I really truly believe that every person I leave a message to is a different message because it's me knowing them, So I don't want it to sound canned. It's like, hey, you should look at this other social media. That's what people did with me with. What are the two alternatives to show that you're blue and red? See, I don't know them because I'm not interested in them.
What do you mean, like X?
Well, one's like sky, and another one is true, or there's these other social medias, and I go, I don't want to be a part. Some of you will probably get mad at me right now. I don't want to be a part of a social media that their number one goal is 24 hours a day is hate on another group of people. It just doesn't fit me. You know what I mean? And so that's why I'm not really a member of X, because, to me, that platform just trashes everybody. They're an equal opportunity trasher, right? And I'm not really on LinkedIn a lot because LinkedIn should be called Pitch Book. You know what I mean? So I can post and then 50 people reach out to me and say, you really could be good at doing what I'm doing. Right? And my first response is, I don't want to date the person you're dating. And they go, I never asked you to date who I'm dating. And I go, apparently you think everybody wants to be in your deal. It's like, that ain't the reason I'm on LinkedIn. I have never had one person reach out to me on LinkedIn to say, hey, how you doing? Not frickin' one. It's like, Kevin, you need to get involved with what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Here's a book on it. Here's some videos on it. This is why you need to do what I'm doing. I'm going like, maybe LinkedIn, and I'm not trying to be mean, is just a bunch of A type 1 personalities that are just trying to sell everyone on what they're doing. It's like, I mean, I've never had more job offers. That really shows me that you don't give a shit about me. If you look at my LinkedIn profile and think that I want to work for you, you didn't read a frickin' word on my profile. I'm not looking for a job. I'm glad to be unemployable.
For me, it's like when you first like get on LinkedIn, it's always asking if you are looking for a job or if you're hiring.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and I think that's why there's whole groups of people that try to teach you how to recruit people on LinkedIn, and I'm going like, I'd rather just find interested people, which is another reason that, believe it or not, I love school. Just the concept that 172,000 people have created a community that are entrepreneurial minded. That seems pretty cool to me. So yeah, it's like 15 million members of 172,000 communities that think that the community and school is better than what they're getting someplace else. Thank you, Kev.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend.
You too.
You bet.
All right, Kevin, thank you so very much. Robert, do we have time for one more?
Yes.
If
it's Kelly, of course.
I don't know. I mean, Kelly does have her hand up, and I don't know if we can squeeze.
I don't know if she ever asked any questions. I just think she just rants.
All right, so do you think I should unmute her?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe I only wanted to talk to Terry.
I can go, man.
Can you move over, Robert, so I can talk to Terry? No, I'm just kidding.
Here we go.
So I want to talk to you a little. I just wanted to say a little bit of something because I'm at work selling shipping
You want to
containers.
say a little something? No shit.
Stop it. You leave me alone.
Right? I'll hit him for you.
I'm not even, I'm proud of who I am.
Good.
And let's talk about this because so what I've learned from you, Robert, is just exactly that. Well, like all of the things that I've followed you and I hear you telling people just be confident, just be you, just be and we preach about branding and all of the things and how branding is really kind of a big deal if you're trying to sell something and you don't have a brand already, you know what I mean?
Right.
Well, I took this job selling shipping containers, right? What do you got over there?
Who? A dog.
Jody. Oh, you're amazing. She is hot pink in a world of beige. That's what she is. Anyway, so the best thing that has happened to me through the whole journey is the confidence that what you've kind of turned my mind around that I can freaking do it.
Yeah. No
It
doubt.
doesn't matter what it is, I can do it.
If you get excited about whatever you're excited about, is because people really honestly, and I just tease you all the time, Kelly.
I know.
But it's like
Lay down.
being the most authentic you is why people are attracted to you. And people
Or why they're unattracted to you and then they just wipe themselves out of your life because they aren't your
Amen.
people anyway. And so bye.
Amen. Amen. And so, one of the things that people just don't realize is that people are attracted to people that are confident. I know I don't know if you're on some of the calls. Me and Terry were watching this reality show. I don't remember what it was called, but this girl came up, and one of the things is they were playing shuffleboard, right? And she goes up and she goes, "I'm going to get the highest score." And the lady just right away just stopped her and said, "Have you ever played shuffleboard before?" And she goes, "No." "Then why are you saying you're going to get the largest score?" And she says, "Because I have a delusional amount of self-confidence."
I love that.
I think it's the coolest shit in the world. So when I did research on AI to find out who said that, Matt will love this. It was Sam Altman. Sam
You know
Altman
what's funny is you
created
could
this
go.
giant thing called AI. Is people are going, what makes you think that you can create AI and a company around AI? Because I have a delusional amount of self-confidence and belief in myself.
And it's funny because for years and years, we all go through things, but I went through some trauma. I lost my dad. I went through a lot. I gained a lot of weight. I had surgeries, like all this. And that just kind of knocks you down, knocks you down, knocks you down. For about 20 years, I probably have just been one of those people that didn't want to, make any waves, didn't want to do anything. And then I joined our company that we're with, and I started doing the trainings and I started learning about boundaries. What? And I started learning about all of this stuff. And so I think my husband might rethink being married to me because if he talks out of line, I just look at him and say, "Do you want to try that again?" I never used to do that before. And now I'm like, listen, if you don't like it, there's the door. Like, we're not doing this. But the confidence level to try new things. When you work on it every day and you speak your I ams in the shower and you do all the things, then when something comes up, like in this new job, I'm doing all the marketing. And so I decided I'm not going to let the radio station, cut my ads because
Right.
I am the container queen. I'm cutting my own ads. And
She
and
used to be
so-
the Avon queen.
Right. Well, the radio station guy thinks I do such a good job that he gave me his Adobe program to put on my computer.
Nice.
And he sent me to a few of these things. So I literally over on the other desk, I literally have my whole radio setup and I go and do radio lives with them and it's opened a whole new thing for me. But I found a program called Suno, Suno, suno.com. Craig, write that down because I'm about to show you what I created with it.
Okay.
You ready? I did this myself, all of it. As soon as I wake up the computer.
Wakey, wakey.
Okay. You ready?
Yep.
You know you're gonna need freaking don't call Kelly. She's the queen. And she knows all the best prices guaranteed.
Hi, I'm Kelly, the Container Queen. It's been a banner year for ranchers, strong cattle prices, and barns full of good hay. Now's the perfect time to get winter ready with false bottom crate containers and storage. Our wind and watertight, rodent-proof shipping containers, along with our best price guarantee, will help you protect feed, gear, and equipment when temps drop. Ask for me, Kelly, the Container Queen, and secure your storage now before the snow flies.
You're gonna call it's guaranteed.
That is really, really cool, Kelly. That was awesome.
I wanted to share because it's going out to like 3 different radio stations, and we're doing a couple bits on like we're doing it with Midco, which is a company, and I'll be doing live commercials on the streaming platforms.
Cool.
And we're doing this thing that's called I forget what it's called, geofencing.
Okay. Yeah.
And so all of my competitors, like I have a competitor that's like 20 miles from me and one that's like 40 miles from me. And so they're going to put a geo fence around these people's properties, like a certain way around it.
Right.
And so anybody that goes in there and accesses their cell phone, right? When they go and leave, they got their digits or whatever. And so when they log into Netflix or YouTube or whatever, then Kelly the Container Queen's commercials are going to pop up on their stuff.
So cool.
That's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, and so I guess I'm just really excited because it doesn't have to be like this can go for your whole life, not just one project you're working on.
Right.
This goes for everything.
Yep.
And so suno.com, you can go create as many
I think you
jingles.
put it on there.
As
I did
many
put
as
it
you
in the
want.
chat.
Yeah,
Like, you
I was
type in the
having to
keywords.
change a poopy diaper, Kelly, but Suno is amazing. I use it all the time. All the time. Like
Oh
it's
my
great for
gosh.
instrumental background music too, for like your videos and stuff. If you guys watch the new video that I made, even for my dad and for the community, the background music is Suno. So
Cool.
Yeah. I use
you
it
didn't
all
even
the
learn it
time
from
for my own
Matt.
content, for yeah. But I want to learn how to use it better, to be honest. There's so many things that it does that I've never tried, but you could like I know Arthur has played around with it. Yeah, that's what he
Okay, well,
uses to
I'm
make music.
just learning. So I took that jingle that they created was 3 minutes and 25 seconds long. And I'm like, that'll never do.
Right.
And so I have to get better and learn how to like dumb it down because you can't tell it, make me a 60-second jingle. It makes it 3 minutes. Like I've tried and tried. And I
Have you
use the
went
free
to like
version.
Chat GPT and asked Chat GPT how to pull it off with Suno? Because that's what I would do. I would just open up Chat GPT and say, hey, listen, I want to make a 60-second jingle. Here's what we currently have. How in Suno could I get it to be 60 seconds? It'll give you all the stuff to do that. So
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So it's super fun. And I feel so
It is.
accomplished.
I'm proud of
and
you.
people are blown away. I was watching it's like one of the biggest podcasts in the world, but they just did this tournament, audio tournament, right? Where people had to make songs based off of this bass song, and a song made with Suno. Like a lot of people were gonna hate on it because it was using AI and vote it down because the community voted, but it got to like 3rd place out of like 40 songs because somebody else took the time to like use the program. And it's like, yes, it was crazy because people were voting for it. It was getting like 60% of the vote. And then the moment people went, oh yeah, he used AI to make it, people were like, okay, never mind. It's no longer any good.
You know what's funny
It's
is
like, are you kidding me?
people hear that jingle and is it a little cheesy? It's a lot cheesy. But it gets stuck in your head. And I
Yep.
said,
That's what a
That's it.
jingle is.
that's
Yeah.
why we're
Earworm.
using it.
Like
And
what'd
so
you say the
people
other
will
day,
walk
Dad?
through my door now and they'll be like, I gotta call Kelly. She's the container queen. And it's gotten to be really funny.
That's funny.
That's funny.
There's the what they're saying on Suno's website. 10 free songs daily, free AI music generator.
Cool.
So, yeah.
No, yeah, there's a few people, just like Arthur said, that, that's
He
something
said
you
he
could
made
ask
20,
on the.
25 songs with it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I've seen people get, full followings making music with Suno now. So,
Yeah.
and we're not far away from, like I said, it really is taking, I've said this before, Kelly, but it takes all your excuses away to not make stuff.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, oh man, if I wanted a jingle, I've never written a song before. Well, you can lean on AI and Chat GPT and Suno to help you with that. Right?
That's
Help
right.
get what's right, right?
And my
So,
boss, I use AI all the time for everything. And my boss thinks I'm a stupid genius, but he doesn't. And so I'm like, I know. He'll be like, we need to write a new commercial for blah, 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 blah. And so I just get on Chat GPT and say, write me a 67 or
Wow.
60-second commercial with this, 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 and this, and this. And it spits it out. I
That's
pop
so
it into Microsoft Word and make it my own. And then and they just think, oh my God, Kelly is so good at this.
You're like, I am.
Hey, you are. You're creative. You're creative.
That's right. But anyway,
I'll
so I
give you-
wanted to share that
when
because I
people
know.
when people talk about AI, this is what I say to them all the time. A lot of people couldn't beat me doing a lot of things on automobiles. And the reason they couldn't is because I would invest in the tools to make it easier.
Yes.
And so if all of a sudden someone pulls out a ratchet or a wrench and I pull out an impact and all you hear is ying, 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 and it falls off, am I stupid because I'm using a tool that makes my job easier and more effective? See, that's the way I look at AI. Is like people just don't want to use the tools or invest in the tools. And investment more in tools with AI is like Matt and what you're doing and Arthur and some other people is it's just the investment of time.
Well,
It's
the cool
just the
thing,
investment of time and getting good at it.
and if I can use Suno, anybody can use Suno.
yeah, it's like I said, it comes down to like directing. It's more about knowing what you want than it is about knowing how to make it. And I think like the thing is the barrier between people making stuff for a long time has been like, well, I don't want to learn piano, but I have this melody in my head, but I'm to learn piano or to hire a professional pianist that would deal with someone that's illiterate with music like I am. Like no way I'm going to do something like that. Well, now you can do it on your phone. So like, what's your excuse? You know what I mean? Like you can upload yourself singing and change your voice into any voice you want.
Yeah.
You
So
can write any
anyways, I
lyrics
had to
you want,
share
yeah.
because I mean, everybody can use that. Like everybody, you know what I mean? Like it's not hard and it doesn't take much time, but where your breakdown is you don't lack the confidence to just dig in and do it.
Right.
That literally is what it boils down to. And I'm just like, am I terrified every time I do something? Yep, but I'm going to do it anyway.
That's the key, Kelly. I'm proud of you, man. Thanks for sharing.
You.
Thank you guys. I love you guys so much.
Well,
Carrie, I love your face. I sent you a funny Facebook message
Oh, cool.
because apparently I don't know you guys well enough. So otherwise, I would have texted you.
Oh, I'll give you my number. Yeah, send me your number on Messenger. I thought I had your number, but I looked for it one time and I couldn't find it. So
No, we talked on Messenger for like hours. We had the whole internet jammed up.
okay,
All
you
right,
guys.
thank
Love you. Have a great weekend.
All right, Kelly, thank you so very much. Wow, what a great Ask Us Anything. Thank you all so very much for contributing. Big shout outs to Santa Corky, Coach Bob, Sarah Lipscomb, Kevin Kearney, Kelly Davis, and of course, Matt Hollis. Matt, bless you. Thank you so very, very much for being our executive producer. And of course, Terry and Robert, bless you. Thank you so very much. There are a few things in the Zoom chat. So if you want to get those things, go ahead in the meeting chat, look for the three dots to the right of meeting chat, click on those three dots, then click on Save Chat. It'll download to your computer and that'll be right there for you. Also, I'll let you know we'll be posting this up on YouTube shortly. So thank you very much. If you want to catch any of the replay on that, that's awesome. Also, share that replay with everybody that you know. Let's go ahead and get people commenting on it. And also in our Zoom group or in our Unlimited Wisdom School Group too. So I'll post that up also shortly. Don't forget tomorrow, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, Master's Mind. Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, Recess! So we got a lot coming on. And of course, the dailies at noon Pacific on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So just a whole bunch of stuff here in our amazing community, Unlimited Wisdom. Bless you all. Thank you so very, very much for being here. We love and appreciate you. And until next time, be good to yourselves. Be cash. Bye-bye. I'm going to go ahead and hit the unmute button so we can all say so long and happy Saturday.
Have a great
Bye,
weekend.
Terry.
Have a great weekend.
everybody.
Bye, Shelley.
Bye,
Bye, Dr.
Robert.
Karen,
Bye,
Arthur, Melody,
Bye,
Scott,
Craig.
Bill.
Love you all.
Love
Berkey
you
and
all.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you guys
See
so much
Kevin,
for being
Sherry, Michael, Jody, Sandy.
Matt,
on. Say bye, Ez.
Bye,
Matt,
Ez.
give that little baby a kiss on the forehead from me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
He was losing it because it was time to eat. It was like
Oh, I'm
a
sure.
millisecond.